And at the age that he is now, with that type of work history, he still doesn't understand. You see? When we talk about transparency, You want to be a good politician? Let's start with that. Like Cuzzo said, say this is the fund. This is exactly why we take this money, and this is exactly where the money's going to. So people can see.
We gotta see it. We gotta see it. We gotta see it, bro.
Okay, there's my money in action. There's my money in action. But you listen, let's just talk about city life. What's one of the biggest things that people argue and fight about every day? MTA, right? The transit system. Somehow, some way, that fucking price has never come down. It keeps going up. But the service, holy shit, the service is getting worse and worse. So the money's going up, but where's the money go? This is why people are angry. People are furious about this,
and they start thinking like, it don't matter what I do, the decision has already been made for me.
There it is. And guess what?
And that's the problem.
You can answer this. Remember, Reverend Honorable Kev, you don't pay taxes, they take taxes. You don't pay taxes, they take. They get their money for you get your goddamn money.
That's a fact.
Yeah. They get their money for you get your goddamn money. And you the one that put in the work any type of hours, any type of day of the week, any type of condition. They got their money before you able to get your money.
Message.
Now we partying now. We partying now, yo.
Like I just want to be, cause I want to be real.
That's real.
You wonder why so many urban kids that get in trouble and all that is because we don't understand and we don't have education on so many different possibilities of anything that we can be other than what we are seeing right in front of our face. So if we see a bunch of sports people, we're gonna go to a sports. If we see if our neighborhood is doing music, we're gonna be musicians. If our neighborhood is playing basketball or anything, that we're drug dealing, hustling, the data shows that. The data shows that because we are becoming the only thing that is prevalent or dominant in our neighborhoods. But if you change that, if we see more politicians or educational institutions or places where we can understand job training and careers early in life, then I guarantee you would see a shift in how many of us get in trouble, how many of us end up being repeat offenders and end up being a part of the correctional system and then taking our voting rights away because guess what? See, they don't teach you that, right? That's something they don't teach you in school. Get in trouble. Can't vote on the laws that govern you because you got in trouble. This is what I'm talking about.
No, we're going to get in trouble.
Come on. No, we're going to get in trouble because we have nothing else to do because this is the environment that we're placed in. What do you expect us to do? What do you expect us to do?
True indeed. But I'll say this as an elected official, whether you're looking to run, if you're sitting elected official, it's up to you to have those town hall meetings with your constituents and meet them where they are. You know, if you have to go and have a town hall meeting in that park, you go and do it, wherever it may be. But while you're out here, you're connecting with your constituents, and you have to let them know what it is and be truthful, and know that every conversation may not go the way you want it to, but like I tell people, you may not like what I'm gonna say to you, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
There you go.
I respect it.
And I've always been that way. I stay that way. And I'm like, listen, this is why this has happened, and this is where the money went. I've always explained that as an elected official. I have. So like I said, speaking for myself, I've always done that. I've always been transparent. My integrity speaks for itself as a person, as who I am, a testament to who I am. I'm not going to sit there and lie to you and tell you something that you want to hear as an elected official. I'm not going to do that.
So we're going to get it late. You're going to Mari Stoudemire this thing, right? So if there's one thing that you want your constituents and anybody to hear, what is the one thing you want them to know about you, the person, Kevin D. Boone? What's that?
Reverend,
honorable.
Reverend honorable.
Like what's one thing that, you know what I mean, that you could touch with? If you could talk to them directly right now, this is going to go crazy. What's one thing you want them to know?
I'm no different than you. I just went out and worked hard just like anybody else to get to where I am. No different. There's nothing special about me. I didn't go to no special schools. I went to the same public school system everybody else went to in Hempstead. Same middle school, same high school. I never went to college. Everything I learned was hands-on from being around the people that were actually doing it. Mm-hmm. So I got my knowledge from actually watching and being around in those circles. I didn't go to school for this. I went to village board meetings. I asked questions. After the meetings, I still ask questions. You know, I would go straight up, even though I had a front door to getting to those elected officials. But I asked them some questions that they probably didn't want to answer. You know, but like I said, you know, it's always, I look at it this way: don't be scared to ask. If you don't ask, and then you'll never know.
I like it, but the town hall meeting is cool. Us urban kids, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we ain't going to no town hall meeting.
And
We
you're
ain't
right.
going, we don't even know what a town hall meeting is. Meet us where we are. Because guess what? The future is the youth, because I have more voting years than an older person. The children will have, if you know, God willing, they have way more voting years than people figuring it out in their 20s and 30s, right? Meet us where we are. I understand a lot of people are angry at Mayor Adams the way he conducted himself, because you didn't understand the message when he's doing pull-ups on in Brooklyn on the light. You understand? He's meeting when he's in the clubs and he's in different areas. He's meeting people where they are, because everybody's not coming to a town hall meeting. You understand? So, like you said, when you knocked on every door, that's knocking on every door. You want to influence the young kids, you got to go out and see where the young kids are. If they're in the sports, you got to go to the sports. If they're in the community centers, you got to go there. But just relying on waiting for a person to be responsible or old enough to understand what a town hall meeting is and go there, once again, we're missing the mark completely.
And you're right. Now I'll say again, not harping on myself. I've done the elementary school where they have the little, I'm trying to think of what you would call them, where you would have the different people would come in, for whether it be the firefighter, the elected officials.
Career day?
Correct.
Yeah.
Several career days, and even when they didn't have career day, I would pop into certain schools and talk to the kids. So I've always done that from kindergarten all the way up. I've always talked to the kids. I was actually out with some youth at the Nassau County Bethpage Fire Academy for training last Sunday, where I was out there with them, actually talking with them